Hey guys, I'm going to show you start to finish how I set up my art to make a personalized football necklace. The first you want to do is make sure that you're set to your fiber laser if you have Lightburn connected to 2. Click on the font option and type in the number or letter or name that you want engraved on your jewelry. For this one, I am doing 2 sides on the football, one with the number 10 and the next one will be the number 5 because she has 2 boys who play football, one in college and one in high school. And so she can just flip the necklace around for whatever game she's attending. When choosing a font for jewelry, I like it to be a chunkier font so that it's really easy to see without having people come really close to try to read what's on your necklace. And my favorite sport font is Headline A. I don't have a ton on my new computer, so I'm going to probably just go with that for now. But Headline A is a chunky font that stands out nicely on the jewelry. Then after that, you want to just pull it a little closer because it is jewelry. It's a small footprint, so you want to just kind of bring it a little tighter in for the spacing. Now we're going to set up our layers. So it's one layer. You want to click on that, double click on it, and pull up the big screen. And I set it to a speed of 300, a power of 30, a frequency of 125, and I set it to 2 global passes and make sure it's set to fill. Then you want your lines per inch. This is going to be super tight, but it's a small footprint, so it doesn't take long. 25,399 with 2 passes, and just leave it on the bi-directional fill and click OK. Okay, the next thing you want to do is shrink that down. It's a very tiny art you want to fit on your jewelry, so make sure it's tiny and we'll go from there. Okay, the next thing you want to do is you want to go and make sure that your light laser is focused, and then you want to move the art to the middle of the screen. So once it's highlighted, click the letter P on your keyboard and that will move it directly to the middle of your laser bed so it will sit underneath your red dot, okay? And after that, you're going to frame it and hit go. Here is the process. This is in real time. It's crazy fast. Each side took about a minute because I go over it so many times to get that really dark finish. You'll see as it's going through, each time it repeats the process, it gives a darker finish. I know it takes a little bit longer to do it that way, but I feel like it's a stronger look to it. The also thing that I should tell you is this is actually called annealing. It is not engraving. Annealing is just heating up the surface and changing the properties of the metal, not scratching into it. And the difference is that when you anneal your jewelry and you put that black marking on top and change the properties of the metal, it will last a much longer time than if you were to scratch in it. It's more likely, it is stainless steel, so it's more likely to have some wear and tear on it if it gets wet and worn for a long time. Your customers probably don't know the difference. They just want a pretty piece of jewelry. So if they're asking for engraved jewelry and you anneal it for them, they probably won't notice the difference. But if they're questioning it, just go ahead and give them a little bit of education that the annealing process will make the jewelry last longer. Okay, you can see that it's almost done. It's gone over it a few times. It is a nice dark finish. I'm going to pick it up here so you can see it nice and close. It turned out great. Okay, now I flipped it over and we're going to go ahead and do the exact same thing, real time. We're adding the number 5. If you've not done jewelry before and you are doing this process, beware when you pick up the jewelry, it will be hot. It is being heated up by that laser beam, so the jewelry when you pick it up is hot. The 5 will be a little bit quicker because it's a little bit of a smaller number, but the same idea of the finish. It turned out great. There you go. There's the finished product. That is not even edited photos.